Hey all, Fizzban and welcome back to Fallout Equestria Remains, update 0.7. Now, I went and ran through the factory a couple of times to get some XP, some money, some upgrades, and just kinds of nice things to have. It's been a couple of weeks since I played, so I did that a couple of weeks ago because I had vacation and I played this game a lot and I got a bit ahead of my upload schedule. So now we're back into it and I'll just need perhaps a little bit of time to just sort of get into things again. Now, what has changed since the last time? I actually wrote that down, you'll see here. We got the subdermal implant, that gives us another 3 damage threshold. We got the stethoscope, which gives us a permanent lockpick upgrade. We found the Balefire Phoenix, that you probably noticed, that one was flying around out here. And we got to level 11, put some points in magic, repair, barter, and we picked Roamer of the Wild Plains, which I have actually forgotten what does. We can find out quickly though. Roamer of the Wild Plains. 20% protection against bites, scratches, stings and spikes and so on. Less wounds from wounds and poisoning. So I probably figured that since I was going into the sewer next, I would get some damage reduction from the ghouls. And what else? Well, we got some Potion of Spirit and Life, so we got our max HP and mana up. We got Battle for the Factory trial over with, it was just a wave comedy style thing. We crafted an immunity potion, which gave us strong immunity 1 out of 5. That's 5% resistance to poisoning, bleeding and radiation. So that will stack up to 25% once we have all the potions. Then we got another 2 repair, 1 medicine, presumably from some memory orbs or skill magazines, I can't quite remember. And, well, it's nice that it's clean. Alright, level 12, we got some more repair, some melee, and the Purifier perk, which is this one. I do 20% more damage to ghouls and mutants, again, bearing in mind that we are going to the sewers next. And then I complete the radiated water trial, which was, well, a complete pain. There was water, it was radiated, it was a pain. But we completed it. I believe I still need 2 more trials in the factory. Yeah, it's the one where I need repair 4 with the generator, and then the one where I need a lot of explosives to aim the grenades correctly. But this guy wants to talk, so let's see what he has to say. Just yesterday the caravan arrived to our town, and among other stuff for sale there was a whole shipment of pre-war combat armor. Your size too, do you want to have a look? Show me, what have you got there? A well-preserved sample of developments by MWT, polymer ceramic plates, fireproof fabric with Kevlar lining. It is cut so that it doesn't hinder your movements, ideal for medium and short range combat conditions against opponents with firearms. What about protection against energy weapons? Well, not so great. This armor was created even before such weapons became widely used. However, if you need protection from magical energy blast, I can help you. In the warehouse, I have an unsold magic armor set. It was created specifically to counter such weapons and copes well with the protection of the carrier from lasers, plasma and electricity. If you plan visiting a military plant or other place with a bunch of robots, this armor is the best choice. So, if I put on a combat armor and on top of it a magic one, couple of sizes larger, will I be protected from everything? Doesn't work like that, little pip. With time you will understand. Probably because we can only wear 1 suit of armor, I presume. So what was that? We have the combat armor and the magic armor available. Oh, I like the look of the magic armor. I actually do. Let's see. The one most useful for us coming up is probably the combat armor and then later the magic armor. In the abandoned stables and presumably some of the optional areas, which is... I believe one of them is Cancelot, I can't remember the other one. Let's see, what do I actually have? I have... Sapper armor. Armor 12, magic 7. Alright, so that's nearly as good as the combat armor, isn't it? Not quite as good, but nearly. Should I buy the combat armor? It's a hefty price sum, but it is also an upgrade, and I do like upgrades. I'm gonna buy it. There we go. Done. Done deal. Right, calm down, there we go. I don't think protection against bullets will do me much good in the sewer, but I don't have anything else to equip. Alright, let's go into the sewer. Is this the one? Here is the entrance to the stable. Been there, surface, tunnels, Department of Special Research. I guess we are going here. Maybe we have a little bit of an area before we actually get into the sewers properly. Have a checkpoint. Isn't very familiar to me. Guessing we might need to go down there. See, can we even go? Stop, it's dangerous to go further, I need to find another way. Alright, so we are most definitely supposed to go down here. Let's just see if I can't make this full screen. There we go. Right, do I have a weapon to actually... That's terrible. That's also terrible. Alright, I don't really have a weapon to properly do these slimes, except for the phoenix. Can you please attack those? Thank you, that is very helpful. There we go. That is so much easier. Oh, radiation, great. Oh, radiation clouds. I don't like that. Light, water, and fresh air. Sweet. Where is the light and the water and the fresh air? Little Pip, what are you... I don't know. Maybe it was sarcastic, I'll assume it was. Okay, that's... oh dear. Do I actually have... is that a water lock? Like a... ugh, gonna have to dive down there. There we go. I think I actually do want these because I'm using those to make the diver's potion, I believe. Go. And there we go. Alright, I'll probably say that the sewers is one of my least favorite areas, just because it's such a pain with all the radiation. And I'm gonna assume, since we play on hard, that it's only gonna be so much worse. Nonetheless, here we are, so we'll make the best of it. Okay. That's so good how it's like slows them down. And in spite of my little bit of rant against the sewers, one good thing about the sewers is that the enemies are kind of manageable, especially if this like slows the ghouls down, because the ghouls are one of the major threats in this area. So having those on a slow is gonna be great. Right, there's a lot of things. Almost gonna assume that most of these are glow sprites. Oh no, did my phoenix die? I guess it did. Can I move that? No. I thought maybe I could move it with telekinesis, but I couldn't. Good thing about having a phoenix pet is that even if it dies, it will get revived. Which is probably why it might be the best pet in the entire world. Except actually having a phoenix pet, like for reals, might be a bit unhandy, because how would you prevent it from setting everything you own on fire? And what happens if it like gets angry, if you don't like feed it when it wants to be fed or something? Probably not great to have like an angry phoenix pet roaming around. But you know, pros and cons as with everything in life. Oh dear, what is that? Repair, alright. Oh, go away. For some reason I thought that was my phoenix. Oh no. Oh, I'm out of mana. I didn't even notice. Let's see. I have a like super large magic potion. Seems a bit overkill. I am using a lot more of the mana potion this playthrough, but that's only understandable. Breaking in and infiltrating. And some loot. See, I do want to... Is that lockpicking or stealth? Lockpicking, alright. I can do that. What's our lockpicking at? It's at... sort of in the middle between 3 and 4. If the Phoenix can burn the uses, that will make me happy. Burn that as well. Or maybe not. There we go. What was that? I think I'd see what made the acid then on the floor. That was a terrible idea. There was nothing down there. No reason at all why I did that. Right, we do have a trial. Let's see what that's about. A camp here? Interesting. I should look around more carefully. New stage of the mission. Explore the camp in the sewers. I cannot remember this, like at all. I can hold to inspect. So, no trace of ghouls, that's good. But there are signs of struggle. The mattress is crumbled, as if a pair of ponies stomped all over it. One stack of books is turned over. Same for the pot and those bottles on the table. They are broken as if they fell after some pony kicked the table under them with all their strength. Or something like that. And all this remained untouched for quite some time. But most importantly, there is no blood. Perhaps the owner of the camp is alive. I need to look for some more traces. Alright. Some paint and... oh, what's this? Velvet Remedy Diary. Oh, and here's the diary. Probably belongs to the owner of the camp. Aha, there's a signature, Velvet Remedy. Well. She studied the ghouls here, conducted some experiments. I need to study the diary in more detail later. However, the camp was empty for a long time and she clearly did not move out of her own free will. Who could find her here, besides ghouls? The slaves from the camp above? Or the slavers from the camp above, I should say. Huh. That is very interesting. I'll almost assume that we probably can't read the diary now. Oh, I have a lot of pre-war bits actually. Let's see. Where do I even... why do I have ketchup? Alright, I never really looked into the food thingy. Is this, where do I see my quest items? Oh, there we go. Quest item, quest item. Is it not sorted by... well, it might be. Alright, well, I'll assume we can't really look at the diary anymore at this point in time. Can we look at this? No trace of ghouls. Alright, we already read that, that's the same. Oh, but I want to get up there now. What else can I track over there? Some more. This one. And maybe I need that one too. Alright, it should be fine. There we go. Right, that was with loot. Why do I get the feeling that I haven't explored everything? Maybe there's something down here. There's a large unexplored area. Can I break down this wall? No. What if I use some explosives? Let's see, what is the most powerful explosive I have? Maybe a plasma grenade? We'll try dynamite first. Did nothing, alright? What about the plasma grenade then? I have 7, so... Nope. Alright. So I probably can't get in there if there's even anything there. The reason why I think I haven't explored this area fully yet is because I only got 200 XP from that horseshoe. Once you pick up the last one, it should give you 1,000 in the sewers. So, thinking there should be some more here. I don't know. Alright, on we go. I really shouldn't say what I'm about to say, but so far this is going pretty well and we haven't had much trouble. And I clicked something and I don't know which button that was, but it displayed something on my screen. Repair. Can we actually repair something? Do we need to repair something? We should probably repair our melee weapon. What about the combat armor? We're good on that. We're probably good. See, that one gave 1,000 because that was the last one. I don't want to say it's like super duper easy, but bearing in mind we did actually spend time to... Oh, you actually take damage from that cloud. We actually did spend some time in the factories to sort of grab some XP and some loot, and we picked the perks that makes us deal more damage to most of the creatures here, if not all, and makes us take reduced damage from pretty much everything. Plus we just upgraded the armor before we went down there, so we have the combat armor. I want to get up from that. Still want to get up from that. And I was wrong. Granted, we did take a bit of damage from that, but we pretty much also dived headfirst into a bunch of ghouls, so... all in all, I think that went pretty well. Okay, we unlocked the save point, and I think it might be time to head down a level. Let's look at the map. Actually, let's save. I hate that the load comes before the save. I really hate that. Thankfully, the button is just a... it says load and save. That's helpful. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms? Maybe? Why can I not count that? It looks like 5 rooms to me. Right. I'll assume this is the last room on the right. Could be wrong, could be right. There are goals, there we go. Oh. That's not very nice. Right, maybe it'll be better if I try to approach it from this angle. And I don't have enough mana. And my Phoenix died, and he's spewing acid under me. It's actually just all kinds of terrible. Can you please die? Thank you. 1200 XP, that seems like quite a lot though. And I should actually take another mana potion. Oh. For some reason I have a hard time seeing that pillar that blocks my way. Oh, is this where I have to go into the radiated water? Because I really don't want to go into the radiated water. At all. What do I have on 0? What do I have on 8 and 9? 9. Magical barrier, distortion field. Alright, let's just stick with distortion field for now, and then we'll have this one on 9, this one on 8, so I can swap easily between these two. Actually, I can break that one. Right, I actually want to go up, switch, and wait, no, that's not switch, there we go. Dropping your armor completely is not what I wanted to do. I only have 6 RadAways. I don't feel that is anywhere near enough. Maybe I should have stocked up on RadAways. feel like that might have been the sensible thing to do. I saw that. It's gonna be a pain to actually get these, isn't it? He took a lot of damage from that lightning bolt. Oh dear. Attention, a serious injury is acquired. Ask a doctor for medical assistance. Why did I get a serious injury? And exactly what kind of injury are we talking about? Oh, come on, Phoenix. Don't mind them. Just sap it away. Alright, something down there. I can hear them walking around, but it actually sounds like they are walking and not swimming, which I kind of do like. How do I get down there then? Do I need to swap? Come on! And they were swimming. And fighting ghouls in the water is just the worst because you're not properly protected against their attacks. Oh no, oh, no, get up. You're not very well protected against their attacks, and yeah, it's terrible. Alright, let's swap back to the combat armor. It's a new room. Alright, before we go any further, I think it's actually time to wrap up this episode. So, thank you for watching, and come back next time, we will continue right here.